Welcome to the Moontails Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Law, from the channel Justice, and here I have with me my co-host, Azumi.
Hello. How's everyone doing? Well, I guess they can't answer that.
If you are, you can just let us know in the comments. So, this video we're going to be tackling why you should watch Sailor Moon. As
And
somebody...
it's even better. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, as somebody who hasn't, watched it completely, I've seen it sometimes, when other people are watching it, or my siblings have seen it, but I haven't just sat down and watched the whole thing, possibly because it's not my style, but I want to let Azumi take the reins here and let us know why every single person on Earth should watch Sailor Moon.
Here's why you should watch Sailor Moon. And before we get to that, I think I should give you a summary if you haven't watched it, like Law, which is like how have you not watched Sailor Moon? So, the story takes place with our main character named Serenity, or if you didn't watch the dub version and you're cultured and watch the sub version, it's Usagi, who is an average 14-year-old student. She's technically a klutz, and she always gets low grades. Basically, she's like the dumbest person ever, but she's so good. One day, she saves like a little cat with a crescent moon on her forehead from danger, and the cat's name is Luna, and Luna reveals to Usagi that it wasn't an accident that they met, and that she is destined to be Sailor Moon, which is the guardian of the planet with the power of protecting the Earth. With a special brooch that she has, it allows her to transform, and she must use her powers to defeat the evil Queen Beryl. Whatever you see, you know. You know the whole story. Well, you don't,
No, I
because you're
don't.
but from the Dark Kingdom. But getting accustomed to her powers, she feels like she has nothing to worry about until she realizes that why she is fated to be the savior of the universe, the protector of the universe. She realizes this throughout the story, and you see her develop into a well-rounded character, not like Deku, who's always like doubting himself constantly. Like, while you may see that in the beginning with Usagi, she gains character development as a leader. So here are some reasons why you should watch Sailor Moon. First of all, just like I kind of mentioned with Usagi, there's really great heroes, and not even like generally throughout the first 5 seasons. I'm saying like the first 2 or 3 seasons, you get to be introduced to a lot of good characters. There's first of all, I guess we can start with Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mercury is like literally my favorite sailor. She's like, if you didn't know, Law, she's the blue one.
Nice.
She's basically the smartest one of the group, but doubts herself incredibly because, you know, she's a woman. And no, I'm genuinely like, okay, I know you're laughing, but she genuinely doubts herself as a woman because she's a woman.
Oh, I
I
thought
should have.
you were saying... Okay, never
And
mind.
then there's Sailor Venus that basically you don't see until like maybe season 3. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know how far I got. I think I got it around to 170 episodes before like I didn't I guess I just lost my place, kind of, but that's like an estimate to where I got to. There's Sailor Jupiter, who is very confident in her own skin. She's always talking about the amount of men that she's been dating and how she hates men. Um, then there's Sailor Mars, who I genuinely believe that should be the leader of the group, but you know,
She has the
Usagi is
best hair.
Naruto. She does have the best hair. I love her, but she's very egocentric. She her main focus is on protecting the people. Um, she's not really like the others. She grew up. She grew up in I think as a priestess. I'm not exactly sure what she was. I don't exactly remember, but she was taught since the beginning that like she had to be like a fighter. So I like you get to see a little bit of progression in her story eventually when she realizes that she needs emotions. Um and we also have the main guy character that no one kind of cares about. He's just there.
Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask. I love Tuxedo Mask. Or if you wanna, well, in the dub version, if you watch the dub, he's Damien. If you watch the sub, he's Mamo-chan. So we'll just call him Mamo. Um, Mamo is basically very like he's kind of like Sailor Mars. He's pretty egocentric in his own kind of in his own world type of thing. Likes to make fun of the main character. Um, blah blah blah. He's great.
I could see
Um,
from the blahs that you
basically,
said, like it really encapsulate how like
he's
brilliantly
like
written he was.
how do I explain it? Like Hayao Miyazaki, how he depicts women in the sense that like men aren't the saviors of women, but they can fight alongside women and be their protectors, type of thing. Like women don't need protection in Miyazaki's eyes, but it's okay to have a quote unquote friendly helper. So I see Mamo-chan the same way. He helps when it's necessary, but he will not get in the way of their fight.
You keep saying like a
Like
male
someone's fight is
author.
someone's fight.
You keep saying a male author. Isn't Sailor Moon written by a woman?
I just told you I was giving an example of like
Oh, okay. I didn't understand that. My bad.
Miyazaki and how he writes his movies.
My
It's it,
apologies.
it's okay. It's okay. Um second is the I feel like I have to bring romance into this.
Sure.
Uh there is some romance in here. There's a little bit of LGBT Q representation. I'm not going to ask you how. Please watch the sub version. Please.
Oh, because like they washed it away in the dub
Yeah,
version.
they washed it away and they were like, "Oh, they're cousins."
Can I tell you? Can I tell you one character? I don't think you'll ever believe this, but in One
Mhm.
Piece, in the Alabasta arc, they
Mhm.
gave Bon Clay like a southern accent, and then they just told they instead of like his fighting style is Okama Kempo, and Okama literally means gay. If you didn't know, um,
Mhm.
and so instead of being Okama Kempo, they made him use crazy karate.
Crazy Kaladi. I'm
Karate. Like, what the fuck? I was
um
like, what the hell is this? Like, I didn't like. I watched Four Kids somewhat, but I didn't like when I was watching Alabasta. I was watching the subbed version because I was a cultured kid, even
yeah,
under the age of I don't even know. Like when I was like 7 and 8, I was like
and
cultured enough to know you don't watch dub anime.
I had to really get back on One Piece.
My God, you
But
did.
with Sailor Moon, its romance wasn't like others I've seen. It wasn't the main focus of the story. The main focus was Usagi like learning about her destiny and basically figuring it out as she went. But she does get some romance moments with Mamo-chan, and she does have a whole backstory if you want to know about it. Basically, she is Queen Serenity. The what do you call it?
Mm-hmm.
The reincarnation of Queen Serenity. She's basically like what Earth and the universe needs. And
Oh,
in her reincarnation, she is married to Mamo-chan's reincarnation. And I mean, Mamo-chan's like
Predecessor?
predates. No, no. How do I explain it?
I know the person that they're reincarnated from. I understand.
Yes, yes. And
So
they
we
have
can
a
just say
daughter.
in the past
And
lives they were lovers.
yeah, in their past lives they were lovers, and they did have a daughter. And their daughter is like with them throughout the entire show without them knowing it's their daughter.
Is it the cat?
Um, no, it's
Oh,
Have you ever seen that little cute little girl with pink hair?
let me try and remember. Was
Like
she?
she has pigtails, and she's little, and she's called Chibi Sailor Moon. Something like
Oh,
that.
Chibiusa. Okay.
Chibiusa, yeah. They don't know it's their daughter throughout most of the series, and they just see her as like a little sister or something until they find out the truth, and then they're like, "What the fuck?"
Wait,
But anyway,
who are lovers again?
huh?
Who are lovers again?
The reincarnate. I mean, the Sailor
Okay.
Moon and Mamo's past selves.
Who's Momo? Is that Tuxedo Mask?
Mamo is Tuxedo Mask. Yeah.
Okay. Please call him Tuxedo Mask. I can't remember
Okay. So
Momo.
Tuxedo Mask.
Okay.
So Usugi and Tuxedo Mask basically did have like a relationship when they were in their past lives, and you kind of get to see that a little bit when they start developing feelings for each other, which isn't until like not even half the series, like I'm gonna say towards the end, where they start developing a little bit more and they start like hanging out a lot more. You get to see the progression in their love story. He never gets in the way of like their fate. I don't know how to explain it very well to you.
He stays in the kitchen. I understand.
He stays in the kitchen.
Yes. Like a good
Um,
male should.
no, he's really not a MILF. He's not. He's just a really good character.
Yeah.
How do I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, we also have a lot of good villains. Queen Beryl is an amazing villain.
Tell me about
Um,
her. What's her sad enemy backstory?
she doesn't have one. I
Oh.
know. I know. I know most villains. Most villains in the story. There will be a lot of villains. Uh, in the story that have amazing backgrounds. But Queen Beryl, I don't think ever had one. She was more like an evil overlord, and
What's her motivations?
she was Oh, okay. So I'm also searching up a little bit because I forgot her story. In the first season, she basically gets hell bent on receiving the ancient evil and imprisoned. She's basically imprisoned by the previous generation of Sailor Guardians, and that is why she hates the sailors, and she wants to uh, abolish them.
Hmm.
She wants to make the world hers. I'm pretty sure there's more to her story. I just really cannot remember. Um,
I I want to mention one thing, if that's okay.
yeah.
I love the idea of just like the celestial sailors and
Mhm.
how they are, and just the name itself, because like um if you know, astronaut comes from the Greek words star or astro, like similar to
Mhm.
like astrology or astronomy, and nautis, I think naut something, which means sailor. You know, like a
Yeah.
nauticus, or like a nautical person could be like of the sea. That comes from like the Greek word naut. So like an astronaut literally means a star sailor. And so like the sailor guardians or whatever they're called, it's just really cool. It's just really cool.
I feel it's really cool too. Um, what else was there? There was yeah, I feel it's amazing. I love the way I love their title, I guess we could call it. Um But yeah, it's definitely not just kid oriented. Like any um any age group can really watch it. There is some death scenes, some very sad death scenes. But
What about Tuxedo Mask?
I don't remember him ever dying.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, I just remembered something, and I wish I didn't remember it. The point is, it's a really good show. You guys could totally watch it. Totally watch
Okay. I have a couple questions to somebody who is not knowledgeable about it. So, the
it.
sailors, they're like, we know Sailor Moon is
Mm-hmm,
like she's the protector of Earth, right?
mm-hmm,
What one? I know like she's probably not called Sailor Earth because that just sounds like a lame ass name. But
mm-hmm. But you want to
why?
know what it isn't
No, I don't.
called?
No, I think it's just because it's a lame ass name. Is there an actual canonical reason?
The reason for Sailor Moon, or the reason her name is Sailor Moon, is because you know how the moon revolves around the Earth?
Mm-hmm.
She watches over the Earth.
Okay, so then why are the other sailors not named after moons from their planets?
That's a good question. So Queen Serenity is basically the Queen Serenity, which was her past self, was the. This is just my opinion. This is my theory. Queen Serenity was a, what do you call it? She was the sailor of the universe, right? And her companions were planets.
Mm-hmm.
So she basically and looked after her planets as well. So basically, this is the best reason I can give you.
No, I was just thinking like,
Sailor Moon
yeah.
watches over
Go
the
ahead.
planets.
Sailor Moon watches over Earth. Like Sailor Jupiter. Like, does she actually watch over Jupiter?
She is just the sailor of Jupiter.
So like,
I don't. Oh, in her past self, I'm not sure. I
I
didn't
have no
finish the
idea. Wait, no. Like right now, like, do they not watch over each planet,
stream.
or are they all just chilling on Earth, even though they're sailors from different planets?
They're all chilling on Earth, but they don't know that they're sailors until they're told they're sailors.
So like, do they get sent
They
to the
don't know.
planets? And why
They
doesn't
don't
like
know they're
Sailor
sailors.
Jupiter get called like Sailor Ganymede or
I
something?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
No, it's okay.
You would have to watch the series. I didn't.
Hmm.
I didn't finish it. It's been a very long time.
Oh damn, you haven't finished the series?
I wish I did. It's so good. Like
What?
I think it would literally bring you man tears. It's that good.
No, I'm good with saving my tears for One Piece.
I feel like your favorite would be Sailor Mars.
I don't know. Sailor Jupiter sounds like pretty funny.
Sailor Jupiter is hilarious. There's this one scene where this guy is like she's always talking about like her past boyfriends and how they
Mm-hmm.
suck
Mm-hmm.
and how like she can do way better and how no one likes tall women and crap like
I
that.
stand tall queens.
She
Okay?
is a tall queen. I
I
remember there was this
stand
one
them.
scene, and this is why I love Sailor Mercury too. There's this one scene where like Sailor Mercury asked Sailor Jupiter, she's like, "Aren't you going to dance? Because they're at a dance." And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "Well, no one wants to dance with me because like I'm way taller than them."
Who
And she's
cares?
like, "Well, we can just dance together." And they
Uh-huh.
just start dancing.
That's
I just
wholesome.
think that was such a wholesome scene.
That is very wholesome. Who the hell isn't dancing with our tall queens? Who
Exactly.
cares if you have to look up to her? Just be happy that she can pick you up, and now you can be in her arms happily.
You
Um,
want to hear her motto?
sure. Tell me everyone's motto. Well, that you can remember.
A peony standing, a tree peony sitting, in the form of the lily flower when walking.
What the fuck is that supposed to be? What?
Huh?
What is that supposed to be?
I don't know. but it's
That's a good question. Good question.
uh good question. She's just a philosopher, man. She's just a philosopher. Usagi's motto is, I'm pretty sure it's not this. I don't know why it says it on here. A sleeping child grows up. Like what the no. Um I'm pretty sure she said, I fight and seek justice from evil, and that means you. Whenever she's about to like fight someone.
Hmm.
Um,
That's nice.
Sailor Mars' motto is "Do not depend on men."
I respect Sailor Mars, but I like Jupiter more. Not gonna lie.
Sailor Jupiter is hilarious. I think you would really like her.
I respect Jupiter.
Venus says, "If you fall down, lift yourself up."
That's a basic ass
And
one.
Sailor Mercury's is, I know, right? Pure, honest, and beautiful. I
Hmm.
fucking love.
Yeah, Sailor Mercury.
Um,
Is there a Sailor Pluto?
there is,
Hmm.
but I
Like,
don't know hers.
oh, she like one of the later characters. They didn't. Did they revoke her title as a
He is a
sailor when
he
they?
is a very later character. She definitely is a later character.
No, like did they revoke her title as a sailor when they found out that Pluto was in a planet?
Good question. I don't know. Do you want to know my tier list
Sure, go ahead. I'd love to
from the
hear it.
beginning to the ends? Because I mean, sailors, scouts. Sorry. Um. So my tier list starts with Sailor Mercury because she's best girl. Um. Then Sailor Venus. Then Sailor Mars. Sailor Moon. Sailor Jupiter. Um, what else? Sailor Neptune, Sailor Pluto, and Sailor Saturn. I know I put Sailor
Damn, you're putting
Saturn.
her low.
I know I'm putting Saturn very low, but it's only because I didn't get much of an introduction to her. Like I barely saw her. Um, I think she was like when I stopped, it was around the time that she was just like getting on screen.
Mm.
So that's why. Are you saying that I put Jupiter low? Because Jupiter is definitely not low. Like,
I don't
I
remember.
love
Can you
them
repeat
all.
where she is? Like what number?
She's number 5, but I love
What?
them all.
You have
You
four
don't
people
understand.
above our tall queen?
But I love them all. You don't understand. I love every single main character.
Hmm. I don't know
Like,
about that. It doesn't
there
seem like
isn't
you
a
love
main.
Saturn.
Okay, I barely met Saturn.
Yeah, but you said you love every single main character, so like,
She isn't a main character.
she's a sailor. She's a sailor.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not all the sailors end up being like main characters.
What? Jupiter better be a main character.
Um, Jupiter definitely is. When you meet Jupiter, it's just so good.
Yes.
It's just so good. I think you would really enjoy this show. Uh, if you guys want to know how to watch the show in order, first it starts with the original Sailor Moon, then Sailor Moon R, then Sailor Moon Memorial, and Sailor Moon Crystal.
Hmm.
So, just letting you guys know how to start it off.
Sailor Moon rated R, where we get to see Jupiter with all her past boyfriends.
Honestly, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. She's always talking shit, and I love her.
Yeah. Just her beating their asses. That would just be hilarious.
It would.
Um.
It really would.
Yeah. But it sounds like a very interesting show. Not gonna lie. Um. I don't. I. I will watch it at some point.
What?
I will watch it at some point
You
because
better.
what is that threat?
That is a threat. That is definitely a threat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But Sailor Jupiter's worth watching it for. I gotta say, like, I'm not interested in most main characters because, like, I feel like they annoy me, and I have a feeling like
Mhm.
Serenity will annoy me too. But
Serenity, she will annoy you. She's like a Naruto.
hmm, yeah, I don't like main characters, man. Maybe that's just a reflection of something else. But anyways, I do not
Man,
like characters, so
I'm a main character.
you are a main character, but I like you. Anyways,
Aww.
well, like it's like Gone.
Let's
I
go.
love Gone. I
Yes.
love Guts.
Alright, guys. Oh, wait. Was there something else you
No,
wanted to add?
I'm ready to close.
Alright. With that said, thank you for watching. Love you guys.
If you're watching this, I genuinely love you. Like,
I love you, bro.
yes. Like, I'm actually developing feelings for whoever's watching this right now. Anyway.
It's totally. Yes. Alright.
Take care, everyone.
Do do do.
Do do do.